Hey, boom, so I got an amazing girlfriend, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all some things that I do as a boyfriend to deserve a woman like this. One, and probably the biggest one, I do everything in my power to put her and keep her in her feminine energy. Part of that is provision, okay? When she with me, she don't pay for nothing. She don't gotta pay for shit. It's to the fact that she don't even bring her wallet sometimes. If my girl hit me up today and tell me she don't want to work no more, that's completely fine. I have no problem providing for both of us. Now, a lot of y'all average men gonna look at that and call it tricking, but really it's not. Honestly, it got nothing to do with money. As a man, it's my job to do everything in my power to make her life easier. If her not having to work 40 hours a week, give her a better peace of mind. If her not having to stress about how she gonna pay for this or how she gonna pay for that, relieve stress on her, then I'll gladly carry that load. I'd rather stress be on me anyways. The other side of that is protection, okay? I do not play when it comes to my girl. I will happily crash out when it comes to her safety. I also surround her with people that will step for her simply off the love that they got for me. For whatever reason I couldn't get to her, I could call a homeboy right now that'll go where she need to go and make sure she get where she need to get, untouched. Respect and priority is another two-part. She is the number one woman in my life. Okay, not my mama, not my sister, not my grandma. She holds that spot. If she tell me she not comfortable or she don't like me doing something, I'm not doing it. No questions asked. She can go through my phone whenever she wants. She got my location 24/7 shit. Even if I'm finna go somewhere, I'll go and let her know. Make sure she cool with it before I even step out the house. That's another one. It's probably the biggest one. I provide a completely safe space for her to be emotional. She can come and talk to me about anything. Any problem that she got, whether I think it's big or small, I never invalidate how she feeling. And this is so important because even though she know I'll solve any problem that she got, sometimes when a woman is upset or she's venting to you, she just needs you to listen. She don't need you to answer it. She don't need you to come up with a solution. Just sit there and be an ear. And this is one that I just learned. She also has the safe space to be emotional without having to worry about my emotions getting evoked. So whenever she's upset, even if we arguing and it's her fault, she to blame, she has the space to be emotional. She got the space to cry. She got the space to be mad. I'll stay solid. I'll be composed. I'll hold it down because if both of us is upset, it has to be a leader. Somebody has to lead us out of this bad place, and that's me. That's my job. And I don't want y'all to get that confused with enabling, okay? But right or wrong, in public, I'm gonna have her back. And when we get back to the house, I'll correct her behavior in private. And we only 8 months in, but one thing I make sure to stay consistent on is I continue to date her. Yes, planning dates is big. I do that. We go on trips. That's cool and all. But it's the little things as well. I'll stop by Publix on my way home and get her some flowers. You know what I'm saying? I'll randomly go and pay for her nail appointment or her lash appointment before she even get there, so she ain't gotta worry about the shit. I'm the thirstiest nigga ever when it come to my girl, bro. Like, you gonna see me under every like, every comment. Physical touch is big for her, so anytime that I have the opportunity to put my hands on her, oh, best believe they own her. I do everything I can to consistently make her believe that I think she is the most finest, the baddest, the most gorgeous woman on this motherfucking planet, because she is. But for me personally, one of the biggest responsibilities that I think I have is putting in the effort to understand her. This is where grace and patience comes into play, okay? Because everybody's flawed. Everybody has red flags. My perfect girlfriend, who's perfect, is still flawed. So I put time in and trying to understand why she is the way she is and what things may trigger her or what things bother her. Even when we into it, it's not me versus her, it's us versus the problem. And as a man, if I have to put my feelings on hold or my emotions on hold to give her that reassurance and make sure she's straight, I'll do that. So that's just a couple things that I do, but I don't want y'all to look at my situation, my relationship, and compare it to what you got going on, bro. A trying man is a good man, okay? If you can't afford to pay all the bills, that's okay. As long as you got goals and aspirations, you put in the work in to get there. If you ain't got that emotional maturity yet, that's okay too. It took me a minute to get here, but I went to therapy and I put in real work in so that I could be this good nigga to deserve this good woman. But what, y'all gonna say that don't matter because I ain't got a ring yet? I tell y'all what, bro, y'all keep focused on them tangible things. You gonna focus on that ring. Get your ring to a nigga that cheat on you and lie to you and make your titties stink after he suck on them.
Okay. Finally, a young man that gives some advice we can use around here. And I know, Carty, you waiting to come in here and tear this young brother apart. But I'm telling you, he did the work. It shows that he did the work. The only question I would have is his words lining up with his action. If he's actually performing in the way he just spoke, I salute him in every way. Because most men will never get there in a lifetime. And to be that young and has gotten there already, that's good. But it's easy to talk, but I just need to know if he walking the walk. You know, I would love to have a conversation with his girlfriend. What's your thoughts?
Man, look like this boy. Look like he's sitting around going from women page to women page, hanging around a whole bunch of females, and because you can tell all his talking points, man. You know, he sound more like what a woman should be doing for a man, rather than what a man should be doing for a woman. I mean, if you're talking about he gonna crash out, he ain't got no problem crashing out. He'll put his girl over his mama, his sister, everybody. They ain't finna put you over their mama, sister, or brother. They ain't finna do that. I tell you what, take your ass to jail and see how long she gonna stick around for you to get out. Hey, if you go for 6 months, maybe a year, start with the 2, 3, 4, 5 years and see how long she gonna be around. But your mama gonna still be there. Your sister gonna be there when you get out. Matter of fact, they're gonna be the ones who gonna lend you a place to stay. And then you talk about feminine energy. You try to keep her feminine energy. No, you ain't finna keep her feminine energy up. You lowering her feminine energy with all this foolishness you talking about, man. Masculinity breeds feminine energy.
Only you would take something so positive and bring it into something negative. Now, why are you trying to put the man in jail? Why are you trying to make a bad scenario to test what he's saying? You know, I mean, the man is giving some great advice to a lot of men that if they take that advice, they will really understand. And as he said, he wasn't always there. He did the work. And a lot of men don't want to do the work, so you won't understand what he's talking about. But that's everything that a woman needs to feel. Everything. Regardless of what you may think, how you may say, what you may feel, he has the blueprint on how a woman should feel. And my only concern is, are you walking a walk or just talking a talk? That's it. That's bottom line. If men would sit down and listen to what he say and take a hint of what he says and understand that is what we need. That's what we want to hear. Now, the part about, you know, his mom and his grandmother, I get it. You know, I get it. But that's usually when you're married to the woman. But you got to get to that level. So if he can practice and show that he can honor that, then that is the way it's supposed to be. I don't care what your men say. I don't care how you say. Nobody coming before your family, your sister, your mom, and all that. That's not what the Bible says. The Bible says, leave them, cleave to your wife. And so he's walking in that nature. He's preparing himself to become a husband. As he said, I'm not there. I did the work. I'm trying. I'm working on me. We're only 8 months in. Man, this dude, I don't care what you say and how you try to spin this dude got it. He got it right. Whether you want to admit it or not, he got it right. He got it right.
He preparing himself to be a sucker. That's what he preparing himself to be.
That's what you would say.
He preparing himself to be a sucker, man. Talking about his focus is on, man, ain't no woman in the world want you to sit there and focus on her 24 hours a day, man.
Who doesn't?
Ain't no woman in the world. Because first of all, if you sitting there focusing on her, ain't much else you gonna get accomplished.
He already said he working. So
ain't much else you gonna get accomplished.
You're trying to discredit everything, little thing, except taking the advice. Yes, a woman wants to be your priority.
I'm not taking this foolishness, man. I'm not listening to this foolishness. And see, this is what get a lot of guys. Go ahead.
We preach this all the time. When people give great advice, the first thing people want to say, oh, I'm not taking his advice. He don't know. And like he said, he don't expect y'all to take his advice. He already knew that men will pick him apart and people will pick him apart because he said, my situation ain't your situation.
Sound like you've been raised by a bunch of women. That's all it is, man.
There you go with all that.
If he ain't been raised with a bunch of women, he online just constantly going from women page to women page and listening to all that old foolishness. Man, that's
okay.
Good.
He put it together well, and if a man would just take his advice and be able to follow it, that'll be a good man. But y'all ain't gonna follow it. You're gonna do exactly what you're doing. Pick it apart, tear it apart, say he was raised by women, say this just some talk, say he liked Derrick Jackson. He just trying to say what y'all want. Y'all gonna do all that except take the advice. Don't worry about the man. The advice is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But y'all
We're gonna
focus
see.
on the man.
We're gonna see how it all turn out for them.
Yeah,
We're gonna see how it all turn out. We're gonna
We
see how it all turn out.